Right, this is part 2 of our interview with Simon the Spokesman in Kendal. These are questions about the cycling industry from a chap that works in the cycling industry in a workshop, which is in the cycling industry. Right, so part 2. These are questions all related to bikes and bike shops. Question 1, Simon. This is a serious one. This is one of the biggest questions people are asking at the moment. Black or Tam Wall tyres, which are best?
Whichever you like. There is no performance gain to be had at all. A lot of it is just purely aesthetics.
Right. Is tan not lighter?
No, not necessarily.
No?
My race tyres are Vittoria Speeds and they're Black Wall. It really is irrelevant.
So you put that myth to bed.
Yes.
We like tan in our house. We're trying to get them in the right size at the moment. It's a nightmare.
I think a lot of it stems from the gravel boys. They love the look of those gravel wall tyres.
Aesthetically pleasing, I would say.
Exactly, and a lot of it goes back to the old boys. And you look at the old school stuff, and it's like, Tam Wall looks great.
It does.
But there's no performance gain to be had whatsoever.
Question 2, and this is quite a serious question. Now, I've actually spoken to Chris, that you know, from another bike shop in Kendal. I've been guilty of it before. Why do as cyclists, when we go into a bike shop, I'm not sure if this is changing, but I still think it happens. Why do we expect a deal or a discount when we're shopping?
I think it all stems back from a lot of the old school stuff when you had a traditional cycle club and those members of that cycle club, to boost their memberships, were offered the 10% discount at the local bike shop.
Yeah.
I think things are moving away from that. I am guilty as a shop owner. I do not discount anything. I will look after you and you'll get that quality of service and I'll go the extra mile, we'll say. But I don't discount anything. At the end of the day, I've got my rent to pay here. My analogy to anybody that balks at that thought is I do my weekly shop at Asda every single week, a big trolley full. I don't get to the checkout and say, by the way, I shop here all the time, can I get 10%?
Exactly.
Because I think they tell me where to go. And I just think it is one of those things that is inherent in cycling. It's a one-off thing.
I agree, and I think we're very, very pally in the cycling industry. And it almost breaks that barrier down where you can feel you're a bit cheeky and ask the question.
Yeah.
So,
right. But I will look after anybody that comes in here. You will get my utmost attention because you are dealing with the owner and for want of a better word, the organ grinder and the monkey. Because I will be working for you.
Right. Question 3. What needs to change to get more women working in the cycling industry?
I think we're seeing a massive upturn at the moment. And I'll go back maybe 10 years ago and I worked on the events team and we had we had a handful of women mechanics then. They've obviously been very prevalent as swan years for the pro teams, and I think we're seeing a lot more women mechanics. It was a very male dominated sport for a lot of years. And I think it is just a question of time. We see a lot more women riding bikes. I'm looking at running a couple of workshops where I can just make women more comfortable when they're out. Simple things like if you're running tubeless tyres, what happens if you do get a flat? What's the protocol if you do find yourself in that situation?
And with that connection with females in the industry, it's only last year, was it the first female DS in a team car?
Yes.
In the pro peloton.
Yes.
I can't remember her name.
I can't think of her name off the top of my head.
It's the first time it's ever happened, which at the time was just massive.
Obviously, a lot in the women's team. I'll go back to the Wiggle Honda team, and it's like you saw the emergence there. But we're seeing a massive upturn, and like I say, a lot more women at the forefront of cycling locally. Likes of Helen,
absolutely,
who really does champion Kendal Cycle Club and everything there, and trying to racing. I come from the racing background, and it's very hard to step away from that and see it as a recreational. It is a recreational sport. Before I started racing, that's how I got into the sport. I think you'll see a little bit of a crossover this year with Kent Valley Road Club and Barrow Central Wheelers are doing a lot of that. Come and try.
Yeah.
Come down, have a go. You don't necessarily need a time trial bike. Come down on your standard road bike and enjoy the social atmosphere of riding a 10-mile time trial. Yeah. Then you've got, like you said before, that was my first time, you've got a benchmark. And ultimately a time trial is you racing against you.
Yeah.
but come and enjoy it. Don't feel like it's this gentleman's club where it's all this kind of cloak and daggers, smoke and mirrors, and it's all black magic.
Don't ask because
Come down. I'll be down there this year. I'm getting long in the tooth. I won't be smashing any records or anything like that.
But because of that, you've got all the experience from years gone by.
But I will definitely have a chat, and if there's any experience or any knowledge that you think I can help you with, just fire away. Just ask the question.
Fantastic. Right, question 4, and this is really in your wheelhouse, pardon the pun. Should we be running inserts when we're mountain biking or gravel riding in the Lake District?
It's personal preference.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my experience this morning. I had a guy come in with a mountain bike wheel. He's had it round everybody he knows. Even the guy that put it on had a tyre insert in there and he couldn't get the tyre off.
Wow.
And it's like it took me over an hour to get this tyre off. And it's like, don't get me wrong, you've gone to town on the kind of tape, the tubeless tape. I think it's one of those things, it's almost like belt and braces. You've got to trust your equipment. You cannot carry the kitchen sink in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's unfortunate, accidents happen. But if you're running tubeless, carry a spare inner tube in your back pocket. But yeah, and
it's not black and white yet.
Yeah, things are going to happen. Things always happen. If it's not your tyres, it's probably a mechanical. You're going to carry a spare hanger. You're going to carry spare cables.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you
do? Where do you draw the line?
The best tool that you can carry is your mobile phone.
Yeah, get out of jail.
And we've all been there. We've had to call the better half and put your tail between your legs and say, I need picking up, please.
It's a tough thing to have to do.
Yes.
Right, well that's fantastic. I appreciate the time that you've given us.
My pleasure.
We wish you all the best for your cycling shop entrepreneurial future.
Thank you very much. Just got a little something for you before you go. I upcycle tubular tyres and I'm starting to work on tubeless tyres and making little wallets. There's a couple of guys in the club who've got them. But it just saves your nice cowhide leather wallet getting soggy and wet with sweat when you're out there putting the miles in. Just something for your credit cards.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Simon. I feel that a review coming on. Brilliant. Thank you very much, Simon.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Oh, we'll share one. We'll share
sure?
because that's right. So there we go. That concludes part 2 of the interviews with Simon the spokesman. As I said, he is a wheel builder who does bespoke wheels in Kendal, Cumbria. So get in touch. His details are below in the description, as are the details to purchase one of these, a wallet made from an old tubular tyre. So comment, like and subscribe. There will be other interviews with other people from the cycling industry from the other side of the counter, so I will drop them in the future. More cycling to come. See you next time. And I nearly forgot, there is a podcast if you don't catch this in the video format, even though you'll have heard this because this is the video format. Anyway, road videos up here and some grode down here.